All right, and we're live.
Oh, I thought I said I was being spicy. I didn't know we were going to record this. Can't talk shit. Or, you know, only a moderate amount of shit.
I mean, I was planning to talk shit.
Chaos's unit list feels like it's missing something to me, and I'm not sure what.
Yeah, I mean, they're both good enough players. I think it's fine for us to give them whatever shit we feel like giving them.
Yeah, or at least they expect it out of us at this point.
Yeah.
Fair game. Let's go.
Yeah, I feel like it's missing something too.
Assault tape.
Yeah. Well, Assault Ape, Sciel, and Organization.
Yeah, and my list is running a third hopper over that Sunfighter. But
He has 3 hoppers.
oh, then we have another difference. Oh, I've got a Stalker in that spot, so that I've got a cheap source of 2 blues.
Oh, okay.
Are Sunfighters common again?
Not really. Although, I don't know. I've been living in the future.
Now, are 4 medias still really the correct answer right now?
Yep.
Yeah, it's kind of what I figured. I think part of it depends on your list. Like, I don't want to run 4 medias with the Megagorg Zorog.
Yeah, I mean that's because you have a lot of building slots being required for something else, right?
Yeah, yeah, I've got things that are uh, queuing that building list.
Yeah. So I think that list is probably the only one where not running 4 medias is empirically correct. Otherwise you should probably still be on 4.
Yeah, I would argue maybe if you're leaning into myriad shenanigans with 2 myriad or with 2 master monsters, it's fine to not run 4.
Yeah, I don't know. I think if that play pattern is the thing about medias is they don't affect your play pattern at all, right?
Yeah, I know.
like running 4 medias is strictly about the opponent, so I don't think it really matters what you're trying to do. It's about what the opponent's trying to do. And
Yeah, I'm just saying if you're wanting to lean in and play with that play pattern specifically, then you're having to dedicate 3 or 4 building slots to the myriads, and those are probably going to have to come from media slots
yeah,
and
I would
junk
take
slots
those
in
out of.
general.
Yeah, those are midfield positions for me though, so maybe dropping 1 media for that.
Yeah, when I did it, I did 3 and 3.
Yeah, that I can. Ooh, Maren is starting
Rolled
out
a
hot,
0
rolling.
on Marin's side versus a 7 from Chaos.
Chaos should probably take first.
Yeah, and protectors, I have no idea. I imagine Marin would want first with their pair.
Yeah, their pair is very aggressive.
Yeah.
From first.
God, I played Armored earlier. He put me on I won the roll off, took first player. He put me on the Comet, the new
Ugh,
map.
I hate the comet so
Yeah.
bad.
Wait, is that going to be legal for the next TTS tournament?
I'm talking to Nick about banning it.
Okay.
Just
First
because you
ever
hate it?
ban.
I haven't even
It's
bothered to learn the rules, so I'm not excited to possibly be put on it.
Yeah, it's the
uh,
first time I ever played on it.
I have
I
never had a good time playing that map. I will say that.
I kept him from never powering up for more than 2, but because he's playing fucking Robo Kondo, he still almost beat me just from making unit attacks.
I don't know what to tell you there.
Yeah, I know.
Uh,
Well,
I
I played
like,
very aggressive and played on his side, so he was able
so
to
he had that
ground me.
option.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, if I had played on my side, uh it may have gone differently. I don't know.
I don't know. Armored seems convinced that putting people on comet is is going to like give them an advantage, which is probably true, right? Because like people haven't played on it.
Yeah.
So, like there is strategy in that. We'll see how it pans out over like the course of the event.
Yeah, the issue is, at least against another destroyers, your units can kind of turtle up on your side, and your monsters can slaughter his units in that first turn.
So like this is what I mean about not running the 4 medias, right?
Yeah.
Is like what has changed, like for Khaos for not running the 4 medias.
Yeah.
Like, nothing. His side of the map is still blanketed and static. It's just Maren has a bunch of free space.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Maren. Tisk, tisk, tisk. They messed up.
Yeah, and I mean, I what is it? Even in the Megagorg Zorog, I'm running, I think, 4 comets, 3 medias, and the comet. Arguably, I'm giving up a backline slot, but really, I'm giving up the off-field, off-board slot, except on downtown.
Yeah. Like I actually really like that with Gorg. That was a big
Yeah.
thing for my play with him was to like just leave a media in your or not a media but a harbinger in your pool.
Yeah.
Because like sweet.
It's like, great, anything gets destroyed, I know what it's becoming,
Yeah,
and it's
exactly.
gonna help me more than you.
Yeah, no, I think that's the correct like we said, the like that list specifically has a reason not to run the 4 medias.
It does. It really does.
And like it's fine if people don't want to run them because like they're sick and tired of medias. Like
Yeah.
I get that too. I'm over them. But, you know, world we live in, right?
Yeah. Yeah, in non-tournament games, I'm limiting myself to 2, which is the most I have real life anyway. In tournament games on TTS, I'm probably running 4 until the DU.
Oh, Maren, this is like prime tuner location. Ah, boo. Boo.
Oh, wait, what's the prime tuner location?
So the PowerPoint in between the reclamation facility and the media, that's like the sweetest spot for a tuner. Makes them make like weird diagonal moves if they actually want to like get through.
Okay. Yeah, I had never thought of that, but that's actually a pretty good point. I really need to think about using tuners more. I always have them and rarely spawn them, and I know that's not the right move.
I actually spawn mine very rarely, so like
Okay.
I'm not gonna judge.
I feel like Mung Mung is the one to watch on that.
Yeah.
If you need ideas of how to use tuners.
Right.
Every time I try to use a tuner, like there was a better play that didn't involve a tuner.
Yeah, well, that's kind of what keeps happening to me is I look at it and I think, okay, well, I can do this, this, and this, and it's like I don't even think of the tuner play because I don't see one that's that great to begin with.
Yeah, well, and even like I said, it makes them take weird diagonal lines, but like also that's fine, right? You're just like assuming your opponent's an idiot is like what it's gonna really stop.
Yeah.
And like I've tried some like QC tuner plays against like tech and stuff, and it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Well, and tuners only affect um,
Units.
units, yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Now, if you can deliver a tuner to the back line and T-pose off a quorum unit, that's when you're doing some stuff.
Yeah, and that's one of those things that I always want to do, and I just never see a line to do it.
Yeah, it's kind of like, I think if you're gonna do it, it's by like spawning the tuner early and then just like slowly walking it up the board, and just kind of keeping it in like places where it's not doing anything super impactful. So like sending a unit to kill it is inefficient.
Yeah, I was thinking if you're gonna do it, your best bet is like spawn it and have it in your back line and then uh, myriad it with a dervish or something.
Yeah, if I was
But
gonna like
then you're
myriad
kind of
though,
paying a lot to do that because,
Yeah.
yeah, I'd rather deliver something that's gonna like attack at that
yeah,
point, right?
exactly. Yeah, when I'm doing something like that, I'd rather have the dervish attack, hit and run somewhere, uh, and then have it swap with something else that can attack.
I really don't like a turn one air commie play. Not even a little bit.
Yeah, 2 dice intensive.
Way too dice intensive. That's 4 dice to maybe get a unit.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I'm actually gonna hop off, guys. My computer is not happy. So
See ya.
enjoy the game and have a
Yeah,
good
Shelly.
night.
Touch it.
See ya.
You as well. Yeah, if you're doing an air commie play turn one, I assumed it would be like a protector insurance scam and you're going after a building, not a unit.
Yeah,
And I'm
we'll
not hearing
see
a
what
walkie-talkie.
he ends up doing here. My guess is that Air Commie is going to move like corner to the reclamation facility, take a pot shot at the Propo, and then hope to put the elite shot into the crawler. Like that's your like best case scenario here.
Yeah.
But like not great odds. And if this misses, this is going to be a power up for 0.
Oof. Yeah, I really don't like that then.
Well, hits the first one.
Wait, if this misses, it's a power up for 0?
I mean, it's a power up for 0 regardless. It's just
Okay.
if it misses, it's a power up for 0 and also 0 in pool.
Yeah.
Unlucky. So Khaos is going to be going into his first monster turn with 1 power dice.
Well, that's not really enough to do a whole hell of a lot.
No.
Run past the monsters and swat the power base.
Yeah. I mean, you could, from Maren's perspective, like you could let Khaos power up for 1 more, like let him go to 2, and just have Kark like jam out the middle
Yeah.
with Grappler to like prevent, uh, yeah, to prevent them from like crossing to come for your power base.
Yeah.
So this is going to be what? Kark Punch for Steamroller? Should have targeted the high rise clearly. That was cute.
What did he do?
So what Maren did there was they why did that media go away? They had Kark do the ram in order to trigger Scent of Blood, so that Cam would get Bloodsport to advance 2 spaces closer to the power base, effectively save themselves a SWAT, or like
Nice.
2 steps.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very cute.
Nicely done.
I would like to report a sportsmanship violation, though. This is very clearly bullying.
Well, this is also a pickup game, so I don't know how
So
much.
extra clearly bullying.
Yeah, yeah. It's definitely more of a sportsmanship violation, but there's less of a person to report it to.
So I think you just have Numitor dump a bunch of white dice and body slam Kark into the Myriad, like punish Marin's aggressive play that way.
Yeah.
I don't really see another line. No. Yeah. Kark is a grappler. You must go around.
So Maren did basically what you said, jammed up the middle.
Yeah, more that like Maxim is now in a really awkward spot, right?
Probably doing the finishing touches on the cooking I was doing.
So like Maxim is behind that hazard, and Kark is also grappling the media corner to corner with them.
Oh, okay.
So effectively, like the entire side of the board that Maxim is on is jammed out.
Wow.
Yeah, he'll have to travel horizontally before he can travel vertically at all.
Wow. Yep. Or he takes pain and goes through the fire, I assume.
Well, but even then, right? Like Kark is still blocking that position. Kark is a
Oh,
big
wow.
old roadblock of itself.
Yeah. Okay, then. I guess I really need to step over and see this positioning. Okay, yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah. So with Maxima's lined up with the spawn point there, right? So like just
Yeah.
completely jammed off of half of the board, basically.
Yep. Okay, then.
Yeah, I don't know. Setting up for double power attacks here is risky business to my mind.
Incredibly, yeah. It's actually exactly what Armor did, and he wound up not having anywhere to throw me for the second one.
Yeah.
Yeah, our game was weird. I ended the second monster turn with my monsters literally on his back line as if they'd spawned on that side.
Oh wow. Yeah, that is a weird game.
Yeah.
Well, Chaos hit the first attack.
That's good. Yeah, it's on VOD if you ever want to go back and watch it.
I was
Probably
going
worth
to.
it.
Let me see more Comet play. The truest form of Monpoc. Oh, so that's actually like an 82%. Oh, no, wait. 72. Never mind. Less
Okay.
into it.
Yeah.
I had one more boost in there. A boost is
Ah.
worth 10% in that case, though.
Wow. I found that for
This is actually the
dervishes,
safer of the two attacks.
yeah,
Weird.
I found for dervishes it's actually safer to throw that third die in with them rather than save it for a reroll by like 2% on a
That's
def 3.
interesting. Yeah. I mean, Def 3 is such an awkward total for dervishes.
It is. Because it's like incredibly risky if you don't throw the extra die in. And it's
And it feels like such an overcommitment to throw the die in for a Def 3.
yeah. Yeah, 2/2 with a reroll is like a 82 or an 85. I think it's an 85. And 3/3 is an 87. So
I dislike summoning the Hellion from Maren's perspective here. I don't want to put a Def 1 unit out against a list with a Fire Avatar when I'm trying to constrain their power dice.
yeah. I don't know. I think part of it depends on what they're doing with it, but yeah, no, he didn't really have a power base to kill, so no, I'm with you.
Like,
Bad
I'm
move.
all about killing that Sunfighter. I'm just not doing it with a Def 1 unit.
Yeah.
Like, I just have an Abro go and shoot it. Like, spend the one more white dice for the to make the Abro attack safe.
Yeah.
What did Maren think that unit was? They only rolled one blue dice for a Hellion. I mean, it didn't matter, because they hit a 1, but weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
This tempo game feels so rough from Khaos already.
Yeah.
So it looks like we are attempting that air commie play again.
All right then. Flip around here where I can actually watch it.
Woof. It was a 31% chance to hit that first attack.
Wow. Where even is the air commie? I don't see it on the board.
Backed by the media company.
Ah,
Although this time I would imagine the air commie is going to shoot the Moloch Berserker and then try to shoot the Propo Walker.
probably. Makes sense to me.
So the elite air commie attack is actually like pretty safe into a def 4. Good to know.
Really?
Yeah, it's an 83%.
Hmm.
Which means it'll hit like def 3 things.
Yeah.
Because it's a blast with no way to mitigate cover, but
Yeah.
I guess you could run like a Corsair or a spotter unit out there.
Yeah.
But like good to know that
It is good to know, yes.
like I immediately shit on it, but like that is important data in my head. This is old thinking right here, using the Berserker to do it. Fire avatars. That's the money. They have fury.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess thinking here is you can berserk onto the point and threaten to get it turn after turn after turn, but
Sure. But
the
like you know
Hellion's
it's
gonna kill
immediately
it.
yeah, it's immediately gonna get traded back.
Yeah.
Like you know that's gonna happen. My guess here is that Maren is going to try to chain on this following monster turn. Because it looks to me like Khaos is going to have it's going to generate 2 power on this turn, conservatively. Like maybe 3 if some stuff gets wonky. And then Maren is going to throw Maxim down to the media company, and if you corner him, you'll be able to chuck him into the reclamation facility in high rise, bringing him down to 1. Khaos will respond with his 5 to 6 power dice, which probably doesn't even get Cam dead. Or, sorry, not Cam, but Kark dead.
Yeah.
Then Maxim immediately dies, and Numitor eats some pain. That is my assumption.
Yeah, I mean, it looks accurate to me. Crap, I need to trim your claws. You're
One
poking
of the
me.
kittens.
Yeah. Yeah. They've gotten sharp enough. They're poking through the jeans, so
Ooh, yep.
time to trim them.
How are they about getting their nails trimmed? Elvira is a nightmare about it.
They sometimes struggle, but most of the time they're pretty chill about it. I mean, it's been happening for, as long as I've had them, so. And if they are struggling, then I just wait until they're sleeping and then I start, and they're too groggy to struggle.
Nice. That might actually be the trick.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind.
Yeah, wait until she's nice and asleep and then start doing it, and, Do it until she wakes up enough to fight and let her go. Wait until it happens again. What you could also start doing is just randomly throughout the day, when she wants petting or something, pet her for a bit, grab one of her paws, and just flick the claw, just so that she kind of gets used to, one, hearing the click, and two, having you open her
Mess with her
paw.
hands. Yeah.
I don't do it as much, but when they were littler, that's what I did, is every day I actually grabbed one of their paws and flicked every claw on it.
Yeah. See, the problem is we got her at
Yeah,
about a year and a half already.
yeah.
So
So you
we
didn't have that luxury, but
no, we have inherited some behaviors
yep,
and some decisions.
I can believe that. Uh, One of my kittens has been trying to chew on the cables to my computer.
She will like sit at my cables and chew, but she never chews on the cable. She goes for like the little Velcro holders instead. Like that's what she's actually after.
Yeah, no, one of them has definitely actually been chewing the cable itself.
Well, that's no bueno. Might have to
No,
get the capsaicin spray.
yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking, because I had the like citrus lemongrass spray that's supposed to keep them away, and honestly, it doesn't, not for very long. Like when it's fresh and wet, it will, but not not once it starts to dry out.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah, like I said, we haven't had a problem with that because she's only interested in the Velcro.
Yeah,
She has a thing about Velcros and pipe cleaners. Loves them.
yeah, Robin really loves pipe cleaners. Rory likes them when Robin is playing with them.
Yeah, it's a jealousy thing more than like an actual thing.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a jealousy thing or just like, how siblings are, where it's like, well, you're playing with it, so I want it.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's something like that.
yeah. Elvira will like chase them around the house. At our old place, we had a basement door that she was not allowed in. Um, and we would find about a million pipe cleaners every time we went into the basement because she would like play with them by the door, knock them
Mm-hmm.
under, and then go find a new one.
Yep. Yeah, anytime I go into the board game room where they're not allowed, I find, a mouse or something. Toy mouse.
Just shoved under the door.
Yep. Or the pipe cleaner. The pipe cleaners tend to go under the stove or the refrigerator, it seems, more than anywhere else.
Hmm. I'm a little bit surprised that Maren took this line, although there are not any. Okay, I see why. So like I was confused about the line because I was like, okay, but like now Kark dies, but there isn't a single mutates unit on the board, so there's no super
Yeah.
damage access.
Mm-mm.
So if Khaos wants to kill Kark, he will have to find a way to make those 5 power dice do it.
Which is unlikely.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't see the lines to do it.
Um. No.
If we were talking unlimited dice, throw to
Yes,
the downtown
absolutely.
high rise, throw to the double, but
Well,
we're
that
not.
that that kills you, Maren. That is death. Yep, that's better.
Maren
I think
almost
you just
kept
rolled those
Chaos in
dice.
the game.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Hmm.
No, this is the best spot. Like Numitor is boxed out.
I mean, he can get around to Kark's side. There's just nowhere to go from there.
Yeah, and coming in on Kark from that side, like the only place you can come in is from behind Kark without taking a damage because of Grappler, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I think you're just trying to leave like one more turn of Kark, like threaten to get the because like you're from Marin's perspective, you're going to be back to full dice again, right?
Yeah.
Like double Abros, and you're claiming a shit ton of power. Like
Yeah, Numitor should probably just screw off and kill the base.
you can't afford that with Marin chaining again, though, right? It's like they only need one power attack, and you only have
Well,
4 units on the board. So like
yeah. Well,
even if
and
they, oh sorry,
what I'm saying is Chaos is full dice on monsters, so Raiden
yeah,
can go over and body slam into the IC.
yeah,
Then Numitor can just run to like the cliff hopper or other side of the ISB and attack the Jur Abro. Just entirely screw off and say, chase me. Chase me with your 3 dice.
yeah. I mean, from Marin's so like what I was gonna say there is with only 4 units on the board, right? Like you're not threatening any kind of tempo lead,
Yeah.
so Marin could very easily just be like, okay, I
Yeah,
will I
I
will
know.
take the unit turn.
Yeah.
I don't know about this
Which it
positioning
looks
for
like
Kark.
taking the unit turns what's going to happen anyway.
I like leaving the one, just like if you come in on
Oh, yeah.
me,
Yeah,
like
no,
you'll probably
absolutely
lose
leave the
more.
one. But,
Nope, don't like this even a little bit. We did it. We found the line I don't like.
yep. I still think just using Numitor to generate power and Mecha to do the attack, or Maxim to do the attack is the correct move.
Yeah, I definitely see where you're coming from. I just don't see how that translates to like a long term victory.
Uh, yeah, what you're having to do is concede that you're going into the 1v1 with Mecha Max, or with the Maxim.
Yeah. Well, but like Kark is still a 5 health, right?
Yeah, I know.
So like doing
Uh,
2 damage here doesn't help you.
yeah, well, it's saying that it's conceding a bunch and going for breakers, I guess, really.
Yeah. Yeah,
With
that
In
play
a
feels like
pickup
maybe
game,
trying to,
there's not really a point to going for breakers.
yeah. Like this play is fine, right? Just doing 4 damage to Kark seems solid. But like I don't see a long-term win coming from this. I don't like entering the 1v1 with Cam at 6 with Maxim.
Yeah.
That can't be good dice odds. I refuse to believe that is anything other than trash dice odds.
I'm sure that is correct.
68%.
That is definitely not what we call good dice odds.
Yeah, I was like, okay, like chaos, my dude.
Yeah, I feel like in strategy, there's not enough talk about the merits of just saying, okay, well, I'm going to have to let you have a power base and build my own instead.
Yeah, I mean that's just not a play pattern that I'll do, right? So I'm not the person for that.
Well, and it's not the ideal play pattern.
Yeah,
Like, I fully admit that, but by unit turn 2, that's exactly what Chaos needed to be doing. He needed to be
Yeah,
saying, I'm
Chaos.
taking board.
Well, I think Chaos needed to not make either of these attacks that they had made.
Yeah.
And that's a miss. That's a 6, which it should be, right? 68%. We've been throwing low odds all game.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Chaos scoops here, which is completely understandable. That and probably the right move.
Has Chaos actually said they're scooping?
They have not, but Maren pulled all the dice out of their power pool.
Ah. And yeah, I would agree. There's not really anywhere you're going from here.
No. Like I said, even hitting all of these, like, you're not really in the game. Missing
No.
them, you're absolutely not.
Yeah.
Because, like, this I assume, without, like, being with the players and talking about it, is, like, so this hits. Body slam down. We're now to 5 power dice. We take 4 of those and 2 whites. So we're doing 4. See, like, this was just overly low odds, right?
Yeah.
Like, this should have been with 4 power dice, at which point it's actually pretty safe.
Yeah, and he had 6 to begin with, so that would leave you 4 back from the.
Yeah, and then Numitor does the body slam on a 2/6/4, right? Which is
Yeah.
pretty good odds into an 8. Picks up 3 power dice because you hit the clip hopper. And then you can throw 3, 5. Oh no, you can throw 4. Yeah, you get 4, 6, 3 into an 8 again. Like that's reasonable odds at that point.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not like you needed, 5 dice afterwards. 4 was plenty for a body slam or throw to the media, whatever you were planning to do.
So I still think it's still hard, right? I think you pick first into this pair and just like take your lumps on map selection from Chaos's side. I think
Yeah.
he's like, I know that he as a player is personally worried about playing on River City. But like for in terms of percentage points, I think his pair wants to go first.
Yeah, probably.
And to your point about just like establishing a power base, I agree. Like I think that the air commie lines were like way too dice intensive for the actual expected reward, and those would have been
Yeah.
better served just spawning more units and putting like a mediocre attacker into those positions, or ignoring them entirely and just claiming additional points on the map.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's what I was saying to do.
Yeah, you were right. It was more just me confirming it. Yeah, like I think it's because we talk about how like fighting is the only way, and like you can get away with that, but you have to be like very cognizant of your power dice and like where they're coming from. which is why it was so frustrating to play it as protectors, because like you couldn't edge out, right, until the fire
Yeah.
avatar dropped.
Mm-hmm.
Maren will be playing first, I guess.
Yes, I guess this is just a reset, go again.
Oh, maybe not. Maren might be choosing second. That seems odd for this pairing. Like nothing about this pairing screams wanting to go second.
Maybe they're just wanting to try a different map, do everything else the same. Which is fine, but I don't really know if I see the point to it.
Yeah, this is kind of
Okay.
filthy with this map. Yeah, this position is like totally safe. Less safe.
Well, you can't get around it.
Now this you can't, you don't need to, right? You just go right in front there.
Yeah. Yeah, it depends on what you're doing. Yeah, I guess they're just going over like what he should have or what other maps he could have chosen.
So Maren has selected second. Interesting. Yeah, the lack of junk in Khaos's list catches him again. Right, he ends up having to drop a UCI in Maren's backline. Woof.
Wow. Yep. Yeah, I mean, it's one thing to not bring a bunch of medias, it's another thing to not bring junk.
Yep.
You need the junk.
No interceptor turn 1. Interesting.
Yeah, because I mean, even if all you're doing is overdriving it down to their side, it's something they still have to deal with. And it's a spot they can't take.
Yeah. Um, so the way this building draft went down, Khaos's only option, like with an ISB swap 1, is either to leave Maren with the ISB or just turn 1 double into double media. So, which is kind of a nothing burger, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Maren would still have access to the UCIs. So, like, what are they really losing?
Yeah, I mean, Chaos definitely lost the building draft. I don't think he's lost the game from the building
No.
draft, but
No, but the building draft has gone against him both times. Like it's the lack of junk is
Yeah,
really being impactful here.
absolutely.
Like you said, you can run without 4 medias. You cannot run without enough junk to disrupt your opponent's backline.
Yeah, I mean, 6 I kind of feel is the minimum you need for junk.
I actually only run 4 pieces of junk in my list.
Well,
It's just the 4 medias.
yeah, when I'm saying junk, I'm including things you're gonna dump in the midfield.
Yeah, I mean I'll dump whatever I feel like in the midfield. Guard
Yeah,
base, Mount Terra, who cares? It's going
yeah,
out.
and I was gonna say it's kind of funny because I'll drop like guard base in the midfield, and that's not really junk, and I don't think of it as junk, but by my definition of junk is what I'm dumping in the midfield, it's junk.
Yeah, I treat midfield as kind of like it's the closet, right, or the fridge. Like I'm putting you here for later.
Yeah,
Maybe I'll come back around to you.
yeah,
But yeah, so like I think that's part of it. Like I think chaos is if you're gonna dump stuff in the opposing back lines, like stuff like the Bastion Lander is good to have in your list. Like really marginal faction bases if you don't want to go heavy into the neutrals.
yeah.
I am now listening to their stream as well. And Chaos is discussing how he needs to put more medias back in the list. So he has
Or
come
at
to the
least
same conclusion we
junk.
have.
Well, that's good then, actually. Really good for him to have identified that.
Maren going with the hard disruptive opening turn. I dig it.
Yeah,
This is the only part I don't like. There's no way that facilitator is not in SWAT range of the Squicks. Yeah.
yeah.
Like this. Yep. Okay. Digging a lot of what's going on here. Chaos is going to be powering up for 1 to 2. Maren has opted for 2. Oh, that when that YOLO attack hits, you feel like such a genius.
Yeah. Yeah, which
I've been
attack
throwing it
was
out a
that?
lot lately. That was just Moloch Berserker into downtown high rise with the Berserk attack, right? Because there's
Oh,
nothing else
okay.
to fight. This is like textbook second player play from Maren, by the way. Like
Yeah, just
really like to see it.
you just go in and disrupt the crap out of everything.
Yeah, like if Chaos was through some miracle able to clear every unit Maren had on the board, they would still be at exactly the same power at the start of their opening monster turn. Perfect second player play.
Yep. Yeah, I really don't like the way Chaos built that base anyway.
I did not like it either.
You're keeping your monster from stepping initially, which admittedly probably shouldn't need to do right now. But in case you did, you're preventing that. And I mean, you're either going to lose both buildings or not. So lining them up in the middle to force that disruption seems worth it.
So not to discredit our commentary here, but Maren is dropping some heat over on the Khaos stream.
Oh yeah.
They are fully given the breakdown on like how to have done that first turn better.
There we go. Does Chaos ever save his off of Twitch? Or does he just run it to where once they're done, they're gone?
I'm not sure. I think he uploads them to YouTube eventually.
Okay, so like me, he's just super inconsistent, lazy about it.
Yeah.
So that's definitely how I am. God, I have quite a few to upload to YouTube. Maybe I'll leave my computer on tonight doing that.
Yeah. I don't know. So let's take a look. What are we doing from Chaos's side? I mean, the SWAT facilitator line is like pretty obvious. I don't know if you can do it though because of the bellower placement, because you can't step beforehand with Zor Maxim.
Oh,
You can't. You needed
yeah.
2 steps.
Yeah, and that's the problem. Which means, I mean, the dervish is too far from the facilitator to swat, so I don't know
Yeah.
what to say.
Yeah. So like,
Why is the hopper way back there like that?
so the plan was to, well, so this is them doing other stuff and like looking at what they could have done differently, because that
Yeah.
hopper was murdered by that dervish.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what they're saying he should have done. I was thinking definitely that hopper should be in the back, the bellower in the front, and the uh, shadow gate in the middle of those three. Just secure all three buildings that way, you know? Or all two
Yeah.
buildings.
So the way I do it typically, right, is I will have it secure on one half of the map, and all of my units holding power points will be on the other half of the map laterally.
Yeah.
To deny as much ability from my opponent to disrupt multiple things as possible. Right? Like
Yeah.
you can turn off my double, or you can kill a couple of my units on power points, but you can't do both.
Yeah. And that's what I try to do as well.
It's very like it's kind of the core premise.
Of your going first, going second article.
I mean, I don't even know that I was that deep in that article. This is kind of what has developed playing with those theories in mind.
Yeah.
Is this I like
Well, that's what I
it's what I
mean. You
talked.
read the article, you think about how you're deploying things, and you come to this conclusion where it's okay, well, I secure some stuff over here, and everything else goes over here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I do talk in the article about how, like, it is difficult to transition on diagonally in the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
By virtue of the way movement happens. So you can kind of divide the board in half. Like you can count on models to be able to like move very quickly horizontally or quickly vertically, but to actually like do diagonals, next to impossible. And like that's all we're taking advantage is the way that the movement rules for Monpoc uh, work. Is you can
Mm-hmm.
this is kind of a natural response. Yeah, I mean, claiming the Thunderdome is still the correct thing to do. To no matter how many power dice you have. And like, you still kill that crawler. I guess Maren is just going up to 5 power. Really don't like being in that position.
Yeah. Well, and this is the position you use to claim the Thunderdome too. Like I went up against Mung Mung once, who used Zavod to claim it in a different way, and I was like, great. Thugrosh comes in, TK's out of the way, and you go into one of these doubles.
Yeah, there is no other position to secure the Thunderdome.
No.
Any other position winds you up for death.
Mm-hmm.
Except maybe with Kark.
Could be.
So if you like you could have Kark touching the other monster on the diagonal forward.
Yeah.
Or something like that, and just prevent them from getting to the other side through like sheer power of grappler.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have to actually like mess around on the board to see if it was possible, but
Yeah.
I would be surprised if it wasn't.
I would be surprised if it wasn't too, and I thought we knew it was possible, because doesn't Boxy do that sometimes with Kondo? Or didn't he used to?
Yeah. I think there was someone who was. The problem with it is that like I feel like it lines you up for the double.
It does, but with Kark it doesn't matter as much. Because that double is 3 damage instead of 5.
So we punched the crawler. We went positive on red dice, which I do think is important as first player. If you aren't turning off all of the opponent's power, then you should definitely be trying to come out of the turn positive.
Yeah.
Then we're just going to have Numitor shoot the Facilitator, which is also fine. I mean, it doesn't do much for you tempo-wise, but like you're not doing anything else, and it's pointless to waste the attack. So, from Maren's perspective, I think what I would do here is I would ram down that high rise with 2 power dice if possible, have Kamazot step in, and then I would try to throw Numitor to crush the industrial complex and the Bellower. So you need to do it real dice light because you need 6 at the end.
Yeah.
But I think you could get there. And then that's just like free money.
One of those things where you be a little risky, but if it pays off, it pays big dividends.
Yeah.
Huh.
Interesting. I would not have picked this line myself. Although, okay, so the advantage to this, right, is you get to throw Maxim into a Myriad. which pulls one of the 2 myriads off the table. So that
Okay.
increases
Yeah.
Kark's survivability quite a bit.
Yeah.
Oh, suplex. Oh, Maren,
Oh,
you absolute savage.
I never remember that Kark has suplex.
I don't either. There is so much going on that kit. I hate this though, like a lot.
Yeah, except Cam was not left to do anything, was he?
Well,
Did
Cam
Cam
started
do?
it with the ramp.
Oh, right. Yeah. Duh.
The thing I hate about this is putting Maxim in hyper,
Ah.
right? Because like there's no screening that matters now.
Yeah, because Maxim has one of the best hypers in the game, doesn't he?
Yeah. I think we have made the claim that Numitor's is better, but that is it.
Oh, I hedged with one of, so
Yeah.
I stand by what I said is correct.
And it is for all intents and purposes. Maren should not be standing on that line, not even a little bit. That's bad. Although to be fair, you can't actually get behind and have the screen clearing monster. Kind of
I
cute.
mean,
Although I guess you just throw 1 and then throw 2, right?
oh yeah, I
Singles
guess
double
Numitor's a pedestrian.
pedestrian. And even if Numitor, yeah, like if it was a high mobility monster, but yeah. Kark is also creating like quite the little box here.
Mm-hmm.
You're playing in this one, right, Twisted? So I can challenge you again.
You savage beast. Why the hell are you challenging me?
No, I'm not challenging anyone. I'm letting fate decide who deals with my prom court first.
Well, okay then. Yes, I am playing this one.
Yeah, should
If
be a good one.
if Garrett or Mung Mung challenged people, I would be expecting one of them to challenge me.
Yeah. I mean, Gearbox might come for you.
Well, I expect it specifically, mostly from Mung Mung, because Mung Mung asked, "Hey, was I the first one to sign up?" And Box said, "Nope, Twisted was," followed by Garrett, then you.
I was the first person to submit a list, though, so everything else
Fair
is
enough.
irrelevant. My name will appear first on the document.
Yeah. Yeah, I have not submitted a list yet. But I'm
I
pretty
mean,
happy with what I played Armored with, so I think that's probably what I'm going to submit.
is that the one you put up in list building earlier today?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that it looks, pretty good. I like Double Hawk with Mega Korg, but I
Yeah.
get it.
See, and I don't know, I haven't really gotten it in position that many times. Like, I've never had a turn where there was position for two Hawks.
Yeah. For me, it's the fact that they're 1 cost, like 4 boost attackers at that point.
Yeah.
Like I'm not using them to like smack 2 or 3 units. I'm just like,
Okay, you're
I'm gonna just
just
kill
using
something.
them as a smacker.
Yeah.
'Cause, yeah, I mean, 1-4 to kill anything is pretty good.
Yeah, it'll get like def 2s every time, def 3s most of the time. I can throw some more whites at the problem if I want to hit a def 4, because as we learned today, a 3-4 is an 83 into a def 4.
Yeah.
So like it's consistent enough. But like with Zorog as the partner, that second Hawk space is the third Destructomite. I would argue,
Yeah, I could see that.
because like I run 2 Destructomites with Megagorg as well, just because like 2 boost flank attackers is pretty spicy for 1 cost.
Yep. Yeah, it is. Oh god, that's more feel bads for the pterosaurs too, because that's exactly what their elite is.
Yep.
Except this one has more mobility, more movement, more base speed,
And better
and
whites too. Yeah, it's the whole package.
is it better whites? I thought it was
Yeah.
the same white.
No, Destructomites can throw 3.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
At least I think. Maybe I
Good
have
to
been
know.
woefully wrong. I don't know. Apparently, I don't know what Destructomites do. They only ever get 1 dice for me anyway. But
I was
the
gonna say,
theory is there.
I'm with you. I've never put a second dice in a Destructomite attack, so.
Yeah. Nope, they're a 3/1. I was right.
Okay, well, there we go. I've never put a second dice in, so I've definitely never put a third in. They may as well be 1/1 base for me.
Yeah, I mean, I guess like it's like if you were trying to spend all 10 white dice on a monster, on like a unit turn to kill a monster, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, but even doing that, they're normally combining with the Chomper Hellion and themselves, and in that situation, I'm still normally throwing 3 to 5, and I think of the others going into the Hellion or Chomper's attack, not the Destructomites.
Yeah, totally fair. Yeah, it was. I was trying to find a use case. It's pretty marginal. I guess with
Yeah.
the extra boost though and flank,
Yeah,
like
no, with the extra boost, it could be
because
something worth
if you
the.
throw a 3/2 into a 3, I think that's like not bad odds.
I mean, it sounds like it should be pretty good odds.
It's a 75.
Okay.
So
So 3/2 into a Def 4 has a 75% chance to hit thanks to
yeah,
freaking flank.
yeah. So like I think that's the big thing with Gorg is he breaks the math on the Def 4 units with his brawlers really well.
Yeah. Yeah, sounds like it. Okay, so I need to find that list again and toss it into the submit form.
I don't like my play being called the evil pocket. By the way, it sounds like a sex thing, and I'm not about it.
The evil pocket?
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean,
I'm,
evil pocket sounds less like a sex thing than the no-no zone or whatever
that is also
he was
true. Or the
first
dark
calling it.
pocket. Don't like that one either.
Yeah.
I was just calling it the reason not to pick downtown.
I was just calling it the opponent's pocket, and as far as I'm concerned,
Yeah,
that's all it will ever be.
like I
I am
said,
going to ask for clarification anytime someone calls it something else.
I'm gonna just call it the reason not to pick downtown because that's what it is. Like you
Mhm.
just don't pick downtown against monsters who can do that, and you're fine. Which also does include Robocondo, which I
Yeah.
may forget to mention pretty consistently. But yeah, Robocondo can also do it. Technically, Mogroth could too. It just requires like a very weird trinity of myriad placements.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, what I was telling TK is if you're willing to spend your entire, uh, well, basically your entire monster dice pool on it, yes, you can do it with Thugrosh Insatiable Yasha.
yeah, the double sevens can do it too. If you're willing to do nothing else, which I am personally not.
Yeah, exactly. Neither am I.
I mean, depending, right? Like, what did your opponent do?
Fair.
Context is king too.
It is.
Yeah, like that, and that's why I consider the play so problematic. Is not because like, oh, it creates this like if you do this one specific thing, you win the game. It's because it's non-committal, right?
Hmm.
Like your opponent has to plan for you to do that and to play a regular game at the same time.
So Maxim just moves over one space next to Kark, throws directly on the downtown, and then Numitor throws up to the double, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's a multitude of doubles here.
Well, you throw up the double that has the myriad so that you have the myriad
Yeah,
for 3
for the
damage.
extra damage, for sure. The big thing from Maren's perspective is that Hopper needs to die,
Mm.
and
hmm
the other Hopper needs to die.
Yeah,
Like
because the other hopper
you
can
need
be
Hoppers.
popped out.
Yeah. So like there should be a facilitator down because Dervish can very easily hit that back line. Although maybe you just let it happen. You're just like, you know what? Have it. Nope, Maren has decided that is not the correct play.
Oh, I love the last question on the submit form. Will the
So
pairings
good.
be rigged?
Indubitably.
It's actually not one of the answers. Assuredly is, though.
Nick's slacking again.
Garrett, are you going to do a challenge this time?
I don't challenge people. I just exist.
Come on, challenge me, Garrett. You won't, you coward.
Challenging is from my point of view, asking someone to beat your ass. Because I'd say about 2 out of 3 times that I've been challenged, I like straight just like spanked the opponent. They're like, "Oh wow, that challenge is a mistake." I'm like, "You threw the shoe, not me."
Oh,
think at
listen
least
to that. Garrett with the 66% win rate from challenges. I got to test this theory. Coming for you, Garrett.
you see the fun part of statistics is when you add one thing to it, it fucks with that.
Yeah, I just know, I remember my first tournament when you all, uh, I
Well,
don't
we
want to say
baited you into
tricked or
challenging Mug Mug.
browbeat me, but yeah, you all baited me into Mung Mung.
Yeah, good
Fantastic
time.
game.
It was. That was still the highlight of that event.
Like, I'm pretty sure you challenged me at least once, Twisted.
I don't think I've challenged you, but it is the same event where I had to play you in the final round with Rogzor versus your like 8 exo armors.
Like, I've been challenged a weird number of times. Like, I think it might be like 3 or 4, which out of the 8 events I've played in,
Okay, so you punch the crawler, step over, teleport the hopper.
Yep.
Do you teleport the hopper yet?
Yeah. You have to teleport it at some point. You probably
Yeah.
teleport it then.
Yeah, I mean, you may as well teleport it then.
So the problem from Maren's perspective is like they aren't powering up much.
Mm-hmm.
see, I was
Although
like,
they'll be
where is this
almost.
hopper teleporting?
Mm.
Because the angle I was at, I could not see the shadow gate behind the ISB.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that there was something back there. I was assuming it was a shadow gate.
Oh, that Hellion is devious from Maren. Oh, that is some set.
Well, I mean, Numitor is always going to have to walk over that way anyway, which is why I was thinking, oh, maybe you don't teleport yet.
Yeah. You can't actually like get there, right? You can't. 'Cause you
Uh,
can't step between.
you have to throw him beyond the high rise
Yeah, you have
now,
to throw
and
him to the
Numitor is going to
crawler,
have to
right?
take pain. Hmm
Yeah.
I still think it's the right thing to do,
I
but
agree with you 100%, especially because it turns off 2 of Maren's power.
mhm. Yeah, Numitor does not move there. I mean, if you're gonna throw to the
I don't know what this gets you.
no, you don't throw to the media.
No, this play is empirically incorrect.
Yeah. Numitor's in the right column, but he should be down next to the crawler and Karkanos. You then kill the crawler, step over, throw Kark, teleport the hopper, hop it next to Kark, and then
And then you
Numitor
have to
steps in.
step. Well, you have to step Maxim out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait,
like that's
he has
yeah,
pounce.
because
No, he doesn't have pounce or anything, does he?
no, he's got nothing.
Yeah.
It's figuring out the logistics of all these actions and such.
Mm-hmm.
This is why
You
you
don't
just
have
play Busted
media,
Monsters, so you don't have to worry about that.
You don't have media, you do have penetrators, so you can save some dice that way.
Oh, can you imagine if Maren had done this to Hurricaneus? Oh, I'd have had high mobility on all my stuff. Numitor would have a high mobility right now. I'd kill the crawler. I'd kill the Abro.
Yeah. I don't know, I think I'd kill the crawler, the Hellion, and then step in.
I mean, you could do that too. I was just gonna kill the Abro just to like no power for you,
Yeah.
right? Because like I'm
Yeah, there
punching the
is
crawler,
that.
then I'm shooting the Abro. Like I can do all that without reds.
Mm-hmm. And if you don't go in on Annie first, you have to deal with her in the 1v1, and you have to deal with Numitor's Hyper.
You cannot go in on Numitor first.
Yeah.
If you go in on Numitor first, you have to take 11 damage for your trouble.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like I said, you have to deal with his bullshit Hyper.
Yeah, it's I actually just think it's a no-win proposition.
Yeah, like I really, 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 really do not want to play against you this event, Brett.
Oh,
Like,
please, come
Hey,
on,
Right
Garrett.
there with you, Garrett.
like, can we just give you your invite and
I already
like,
have it. I am not doing any of this for an invite slot. I already got it. I got it last event.
It's just flexing. Gotcha.
I want it back to back. No one's done it yet.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, well. Cheers.
Yeah, it's one of the few things that hasn't been done yet. And it's a twofer if I do it this way, because I will be the first person to back-to-back, and I will be the first person to back-to-back with alternating agendas.
Has anybody besides you won with alternate agendas?
No. I am the only person to have done it so far.
Yeah, I did say earlier someone could go for the Jeremy strategy and just challenge you for breakers. It never worked for him, but that doesn't mean it'll never work. The heck was that?
Sorry?
I'm not sure what Garrett said. It just kind of sounded like
Oh, it was laughter.
Oh, okay.
You know, like
Yeah.
What's Kark's health at right now?
Oh
10. Wow. Khaos lost the engagement paradox real fast, huh?
Yeah.
Like I saw Zor Maxim sitting at 5. I'm like, oh, he must be a little ways into the game. And there's not a point of damage dealt to either Maren's monsters.
No, Maren did pulled off like a sick ram to suplex line, which I'm very appreciative of Khaos showing me, because I would not have seen that line until I saw it on the table. So seeing it here, helpful. I appreciate them.
Shoot the crawler, teleport the hopper, throw Kark, hop the hopper, throw Kark. Because you want those good singularities, not fire leaving buildings for Kark
Yeah.
to go into.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about earlier. It's just dice intensive, which is fine. You've got 10
Yeah,
white
well,
to play with.
that's why it's going on the media line instead of go crush the crawler and the downtown, right? Because if you play that line, then if you had the dice for it, that's 2 from the downtown, and then another 4 from the downtown and Myriad.
Yeah, I mean, sitting on 10 reds, I think, and Penetrator, I think that you could have done it just fine because you'd have spent like 7 dice total on stepping in and out and summoning hopping. This is
So
the other
this
thing. If you'd gone
line,
one further, you could now body slam into the high
yeah,
rise
yeah,
Myriad. And that
yeah,
too would have been absolutely fine.
Ooh, yeah,
yeah.
that.
Like the problem with this is that you're getting top of hyper for Kark. I
Yeah.
don't want to be top of hyper against Kark.
No,
I don't want to be top of hyper against anyone.
True.
very true.
Except maybe Ares.
Yeah.
Actually,
Two
yes.
rocks.
I
mean,
love
Grosh
top
is
of
still
hyper
pretty
areas.
dangerous.
Yeah, but he doesn't get any more dangerous, so I'm fine with it. And he can't heal
True.
anymore. I'd rather be top of hyper than bottom of alpha.
I mean, on this map, you could punch a high rise and then eat something.
It's true.
But you're right. On a normal map, he's not getting anywhere else.
So, Brett, how many times has your Numitor been put into the baby cage?
Twice. You would think I would have learned after the first time. I did not. It won't happen anymore, though. Go ahead, pick downtown against me.
No. Why the fuck would I do that? I'm in the process of learning your tech there. Like, no. No.
Yeah. I like go back and forth with myself with that line. Like, should I have kept it to myself? Like, am I making the game worse by giving this information out?
I mean, the way
Uh,
I see it, someone would have found it eventually. So
That's
getting it out there now lets us deal with it or learn how to deal with it early.
so that's actually why I did it. Because I really don't want this game to become a game where like high level players find tech and then hoard it to themselves like dragons.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Right? I would rather it be out there so the community is aware of it. Because like, showing up into a tournament game against me and just having me do that to someone was going to be like the least fun they've ever had with no advanced warning, right?
Yeah.
So I've been showing it off a little bit, and as I've become more confident that the play pattern is actually super toxic and there's no good way around it, I've released it to the community at large.
Yeah.
Like there's an article coming out about it next week.
Okay then.
We.
It was really short. I like banged it off in an afternoon. It was great.
Yeah.
Like totally the opposite of my usual content.
Good.
So Kira's been playing this game, and I'm not sure what it's called, but the collectibles for it are tiny little hats for these little dudes who follow you around, and it is roughly the cutest fucking thing in the world.
I'm afraid I have no idea. I assume this is a video game?
Yeah, the game is apparently called Kenya Bridge of the Spirits. And
Huh.
yes, it is a video game, and it is like the cutest fucking game. Like they've got tiny little mushrooms on their head and shit. Adorable.
Well, good then.
I am finding a picture for you because this is way too cute not to share. Yeah, so they look like this, and they got tiny little hats. Table talk, by the way.
Yeah, I figured. So it's like, what are those things? And it's kind of like the monsters from that children's book,
Yes,
except
that one.
tiny. Yeah, I can't think of
Got
where the wild things are. I think that's
a little bit, yeah. It's got real like Pikmin vibes in terms of the play. Like they follow you
yeah,
around a bit and do things for you.
yeah, it makes sense. Why is Maxim lined up for that double? I mean, going to the kill makes more sense, but why leave him lined up for that anyway?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Um.
I mean,
Yeah, I got nothing.
from Maren's perspective, this is just like step 1, kill Maxim. Step 2, figure your life out.
Yeah,
Like the world's kind of your oyster, because Numitor isn't going to kill Kark on the following turn.
uh-uh. If he'd just thrown one further, Kark would be at 2, and Numitor could get the kill on this turn. But that's not the world we live in.
Ooh, Maren. We gaming.
2-8.
Oh, yeah. So we're chucking Maxim over into the reclamation facility, and then we're gonna try to hit a 6.
Which is probably one of the best additions to the game ever.
6-3, 6-5-3 into a 10. Oh boy, we gaming.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like great odds. And nobody has a guard base.
Yeah, we are living dangerous.
Hello.
Okay.
are the actual odds on that?
I'm pulling it up right now.
Okay. Thank you.
$73.6.
Whew, even worse than I thought.
Take those though. Like no option
Yeah.
that isn't. Oh, okay. Oh, Maren, don't break my heart here. Oh, breaking my heart.
What?
Did it
Okay.
miss?
No, it hit. Yeah, okay. I would have gone the other way personally. Because of the ravage, right? You could have like tucked yourself in that back corner.
Oh,
Yeah.
to the far side of the fire. So that way, on the nearest
Oh
facing,
no.
Maren just break their own building?
Yes.
Yeah, to heal.
Oh no. Maren's gaming. Wow, that's a... Ooh, spicy meatball.
Yeah, that was a turn.
Well, if that's what you're doing, why didn't you go up and ram the high? Oh, you're punching the high rise, not ramming it. But
Yeah.
Yup.
But yeah.
I don't know.
Amen.
I mean, the healing is unnecessary here, right?
I mean, if you really like in a tournament game, absolutely what you do, right?
True. Yeah.
Like that is nailing the coffin shut.
That was, hey, I've got these dice. I may as well.
Yeah, with Maren, I didn't expect the high rise heal to go off too. I just didn't expect it because I didn't expect it to be an option.
Yeah, Maren was gaming. I think they're going to concede it there, which makes perfect sense to me. This game is going to go completely off the rails from this point for Chaos. Like there's no retaliation because it's going to take 2 full turns to get Kark down,
Yeah.
or you're going to have to force the hyper to do it.
Maren
All
keeps
because
their
one.
rotation percentage set to 15. And it drives me absolutely bonkers.
Sorry, Maren doesn't
Keeps their rotation degrees at 15 degrees.
Oh.
like an absolute psycho. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, as soon as I learned I could set that to 90, I set it to 90.
Yeah, because that's correct.
Particularly
I
in
did
this here
too.
grid-based gameplay.
Yeah, it looks like mine is set to 15 right now, and I think that's just because.
Because Maren's hosting and
It's
we're
'cause Maren's
spectators.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I was about to say. 'Cause I know I normally have it set to 90. Well, for this game, there's a couple times where, I change it for a different game, and then I come back and I'm like, oh, what is this garbage? And set it to 90.
Oh wow, we have a shocking number of people listening to us.
Hello, shocking number of people. Over on Twitch.
Yes.
Yep, 5. And honestly, only 2 names I recognize.
I mean,
So, hello to everyone.
Ah. I have not actually played against somebody with a cliff hopper in TTS yet. At least not since the colorized model has been in the mod.
Yeah, I played against someone with it. I had it in my list the other day, and like halfway through the game, I realized, why the hell do I have this in my list? I'm running Zorog, and I have 3 Destructomite.
Archimites.
Why
The
did I
hop
bring this over?
option. But
Yeah, I guess that's what I was thinking, but I never spawned one. I never needed it.
The hop is the big deal for Zorog, right? And I would still
Yeah.
keep it for that.
Hello.
It's also nice to have Sidekick on tap if Zorog goes down first.
Yeah.
oh, hi, welcome in, friends.
Wait, am I
Well,
on
that's a-
2 streams at once currently?
No.
I shut it
Chaos
down.
Chaos shut his stream down.
Okay.
Because that power would go to my head immediately.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
I
want
mean,
that
I could hear
power.
it go to your
Nobody
head when
watches
you
my
said it.
stream.
Don't worry, Brett. We could absolutely hear that go into your head as you said it. Just
Perfect.
the idea of it.
I was gonna pull some shit. I can't be trusted.
Oh, we know.
That's a big
We
part
know.
of why I want you to be one of the hosts for the thing classes wanting Boxy to help with.
Oh God.
I feel like I am the worst person to have on like tournament streams because I just get mad at everyone for being bad at the game.
I can't wait to hear these spicy takes from this.
I
These
was
two
I was
practice
actually
matches.
very chill with you, Twisted, because it's a practice game. Except
You
pointing
mean
out the
Chaos?
dice math. Or sorry, Chaos, yeah.
Hey, Chaos.
What?
Here's the big one that was pointed out. If you'd thrown Kark one space further and had Numador one space closer to you, you could have then body slammed into the Myriad and the downtown
Factually
And-
correct.
Kark would have been left at 2.
instead of 4.
It would have only increased the damage by 1?
Yes.
Oh,
But
So
yeah.
it would have
I
put it
guess
down to 3.
Yeah,
So-
Kark would have been
yeah.
left at 3 instead of 4, which is a very different number, for sure.
It is a
Right.
meaningful difference in this matchup.
Yeah.
yeah, you would not
Actually,
have been able to heal.
Looking at it, the damage
that.
wouldn't have changed because the hopper wouldn't have been able to reach. Unless you stepped maximum before teleporting.
All you have to do there to
Hoppers hop
change that
3,
is
don't they?
teleport.
Hopper's
teleport the
Hopper's
hopper
with 3,
here.
so I could have had the Hopper wherever.
Yeah. If you had because Maxim was here, right?
Yeah.
For that attack.
Yeah.
So yeah, instead you just teleport the hopper here instead of here,
Oh,
and then
right.
hops to here.
Well, if
But the biggest mistake was realistic. Well, so the big mistake in the first game was not factoring through your dice math correctly to maximize your odds.
Yeah, that needs
See-
improvement.
Yeah, because you had
You could have killed Kark there if you
very
if you'd done your
easily.
dice
Like
better.
the math was very good, right? Like I broke down those numbers.
Yeah.
Um,
And to be fair, you hit 2 surprisingly high odds. I forgot the monsters I was running into. I would not have done that turn 1 play if I remembered what I was the pair I was into.
so the actual like real spice to that whole thing was hitting the kami shot, right? Because that was a 35%.
Into the
Oh,
Propo.
on the Berserker?
No, into the Propobot in the first game.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Because if you only had 1 red die going into that turn, holy shit.
Yeah.
You're just
Yeah.
bodied out.
Which was the other thing. I'm just like, he probably can't hit 2 power attacks on 2 reds.
I think that was your other mistake. Like I don't think the kami fit in this list at all.
Really?
And they were eating a ton of your
of
equity.
dice.
That's what I kept telling Maren. I
Yeah.
said, I think this is costing too much.
Yeah, I
like-
think you need to be, if you're running Kami, they need to try to kill 2 units because it's still the same number of dice to use their attacks as it is to spawn an attack with a Berserker. And that's also why it's really important to get the combined shots because that means you're saving dice, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, like and also you used a Berserker in that first game to kill a Hellion.
Mhm.
which
Yeah.
never do that. You have fire avatars.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So we were talking like he needs a Psy Eel, so maybe we drop Air Kami for Psy Eel, Air Kami Elite for Fire Avatar 2?
I don't know that you need to go to a second, but you need to be spawning that first one way more aggressively.
Yeah, I have yet to actually put one on the board, and that's just not correct.
Yeah.
So,
100%.
Yeah, you need to
so
toss that thing out there.
keep the elite though. Do you want? Should I keep
No,
the
I
Fire
want
or the
to.
Air Avatar Elite?
I think
Kami
that
Elite?
package is worthless in your list.
Yeah.
Okay.
The more that I'm seeing you use it, the more I'm like, this is a trap for you.
Yeah.
Well, what do I replace them with then? I mean, replace one with the put the Saio back in, obviously.
Yeah.
Saio, and honestly, the second fire avatar doesn't hurt my feelings even a little bit.
Yeah, like it could
Alternatively,
be
the
something
assault
else.
ape.
Assault ape is also valuable.
Assault ape
because
is
you do not have one.
a good choice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Having
I'm
an
going
extra
with an
CC
elite
trigger.
assault ape, actually. If you're
That's-
running only the one,
Yeah.
I don't hate that. I run the normal one, but like you can do whatever there.
I've been running the normal one in person and an elite on TTS because I don't have an elite painted.
Yeah, the reason I run normal one is because to me the package is always the fling unit plus the flank unit, and it's just the reverse cost setup.
I will do it with stalkers a lot of times, but you are not running a stalker, so
I have taken stalkers out of this list, and I really hate that because I love my stalkers.
I think the Tech Sunfighter should be a stalker. That's what it is in my list.
And then put another stalker in, or then go ahead and do the assault ape.
Just swap the Sunfighter for the stalker, and then the assault ape goes in alongside. Do you have a unit out, or is there still an extra slot in your list?
It's Fire Avatar number 2 that's missing right now.
Okay.
Or no,
that should be it.
What are we missing?
Did I delete too much?
You are missing one of your Shadow Gates.
You're missing one of your Shadow Gates. Yep. Yeah, it got deleted.
Oh, he's back here.
Aha.
He's back here.
He was hiding.
Yeah. All right. I guess I should have been in my list too quickly then.
I plan to mess with Nick and probably submit a destroyer list before the end of the week. Because I'm that kind of savage.
because he still hasn't put up the list of who can be challenged.
Correct. If he is choosing to not do his job, I will start messing with him.
He is
For
choosing
everything that
violence right now.
that Boxy did detect, Tech should probably wait until like 3 hours after submission closes and then just DM his list to Box.
Well, isn't that what Mike usually does to him? All right, so this looks stronger then. Or do I take something out for Fire Avatar 2?
Were Percy and Cass actually January releases in 2021?
They were, in fact.
Yeah, I think so.
What the fuck? Why did that year take forever?
We got them just before though, because they were legal for gag, for the first gag.
Yeah, we got them spoiled like way early.
Yeah, because I was running them
early
that
for
entire
Christmas.
gag.
Yeah.
All right. Do I start moving stuff around to put 4 medias in?
Yes. I was criticizing it the whole game. That was one of my number one criticisms.
Yeah.
Like I got that Dervish out there because you didn't have medias to cover that side of that line, right?
I know that your logic is that like I'm not running medias because I want to do midfield actions, but you're putting one of your medias in the midfield. So like all you are doing is not putting medias in their backline.
Yep. And like both of those games, I was able to just be like, "Oh, I've got 7 junk buildings. I'm putting 4 in your backline, and you're giving me stuff."
Yeah.
Yeah, like having to give Maren the UCI there, that was rough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I really hated reaching for that too. All right, I just take the downtown out for 1.
It was better than giving me Mount Terra, but oh boy, only just.
Well, no, there's no way in fuck I'm giving that list Mount Terra.
Yeah, I am absolutely swapping my, like, every time I've been playing the Outreach, I've just been like, I'm not even putting it down, so I'm swapping it for Mount Terra because it's a building I want to put down.
Mm-hmm.
And that's that. If Skullbats don't, if we don't get our pancakes, that is the only change I am making.
All right. One of the medias or one of the Rex facilities for the 4th media?
One of the you mean
Myriads?
Or myriads, I mean. One of the myriads or one of the Rex?
I expect a lot of Kark, so I am partial to the Wreck personally. I want double myriads to threaten.
And that's what my list's missing at the moment.
All right.
And that's why I don't bring any, even though I'm running a pedestrian. Because fuck that.
It's okay. I'm only running one in my list. Because I'm running. What am I running?
I'm running double pedestrian. I'm not running any.
4 myriads and 4 Tokyos just for Kark players.
Ooh. Killing, just coming for Corgi, eh?
Yeah. Just...
I don't know what you guys are talking about. I'm not running any myriads, and I've got 2 pedestrians.
Yeah, but don't you have 4 comets?
I do.
I was gonna say
Apex or
yeah, he's running Megagorg,
Megagorg.
and
Zorog.
Zorog.
Yeah.
Get those spicy chompers that are Destructomites.
Right?
Right.
Yeah, or to put it another way, I'm cheating about the myriads.
Yeah.
So does this look better? That looks better.
Yeah, way better.
Yeah. I guess I'm just trying to design a list around the air commies because I really want to use them, but
yeah, the problem is that you like
I don't have any other blasting.
Your unit list is being skewed by the extra Shadow Gate, the extra Hopper, and that's taking all of your all the slots that would go to blasting units out.
Yeah. And the Interceptor, which I'm really reconsidering the Interceptor.
I mean, you didn't spawn it, which I also think was odd. I don't know. I might just be higher on the Interceptor.
There were the
It has its uses late game when you can run one up the field.
The first match, you could have spawned an Interceptor here and soft disrupted 2 of my power.
Yep.
Yeah.
And one of those was an industrial.
Right.
And that that I cannot do that first turn if I do not have this industrial. And to be fair, I probably won't ever do that in the actual TTS event unless they're stupid enough to put both of their dudes behind it. But so you reached for the Interceptor at one point, and I was like, "Oh no, I'm gonna be powering up for 3 and have 2 Speed 6 monsters. My entire meme is gonna get turned off."
No, I'm not that smart. I got a lot of rust to shake off and a lot of bad games behind me.
We've all been there. You'll get there.
Yeah, we
But
have.
I do feel like I am vibing with this pairing a lot. Like this feels a lot more fun to me than Annie Numitor did.
And you're seeing your lines faster, right?
Well, because I have played Maxim so much that I know where he needs to go, and and then once he gets the hyper, he wants to cycle. Except I don't. I don't ever chain with him, even though he chains like a motherfucker. I wouldn't have got a chance to chain that game.
Yeah, I was keeping your power so hard, so far down.
Yeah.
Well, that and you were just gonna body him the next turn anyway. He was gone. So I don't know. I've always been pretty high on him. He's just got outclassed But I think
he-
with all the
he's-
stuff that's coming out that he can teleport now, it's just he seems better. Like I was thinking about trying to run him with Imperial Blooms, getting him up here and then popping a bloom out, teleporting a bloom up, and then propagating up.
Well, you can't bloom on the monster turn, so your opponent
No,
needs
but
to
I can
like,
bloom on the unit turn. I can put the bloom next to a Shadow Gate
and then use the
and then
spawn an
bloom
extra
and
bloom.
then
Okay.
spawn it through him. Use the blooms action to spawn it or to finish the action there, and then that puts one back there that you've got to kill, or I'm gonna get extra power die.
But it is so far up most of the time, and it's a 2-def unit.
It is. It's easy to kill, but it's resources you got to devote to doing it.
Mhm.
Small, it's a small amount, but still, it's there. So, I don't know, just random thoughts through my head. So, holy shit, it's 11:30.
Yeah, I really
We
need
played-
to
We played
get off.
like 1.5 games, so
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But that's kind of what I needed. I needed to go through some of this stuff.
I think I've got a game scheduled for tomorrow at like 9 a.m.
Nice.
Yep,
Yeah,
you do. Against
Hendrix,
the
is that his name?
person Catsby
Yep.
played. Yep.
Apparently gave them their first game ever Monday morning.
Yeah, you're about to give them their third too.
Well, so long as they're not playing Anidax again, like.
Oh, they're playing
He's
Annie
not.
Dax.
yeah, that's the problem. Is that's the
his
tournament
tournament there.
list. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh. Wait, how would we know that? We don't know the list that Boxy's put up yet. So.
He said it.
I mean, because I've talked to the person.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's how I know it.
Yeah. Behold the power of being in voice chat at the right time, Chaos.
Right?
Yeah.
Also in DM.